The voice of sharing Durian ASEAN.
Hi, welcome back to Durian ASEAN. You're with Gowri.
And this is Grace.
And you're listening to DurianASEAN.com. We are moving on to our Blast from the Grassroots session for this morning. And with me, I have two very special guests. One is, of course, Yasmin Rashid, the president and founder of EcoKnights, who's here in the studio today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And another guest who is in Penang right now, joining us all the way from there, is Suzanne. And she is the founder of Tatana Roots. Hi, Suzanne.
Hey, everyone.
How are you doing? How's Penang?
Penang is lovely besides the rain, but I am pretty lucky because I'm surrounded by the birds and animals, and because I'm in the kampong, so yeah, perfect setting for us.
Oh my God, that sounds so beautiful.
Yeah. So Yasmin, tell us what, sorry, not Yasmin, Suzanne, tell us what Tatana Roots is all about.
Tatana Roots is a social enterprise which it came upon in 2009 when I realized that Tatana is actually a name of a tribe in Sabah, Dusun Tatana, and I'm partially Tatana. And the whole idea why I came about to set up this Tatana Roots was because, one, I work in the environmental field and I work with groups, children 2 to 6 years old. Not many people take them out into the forest. Not many people work with them because they think that it's not safe to take kids trekking or hiking, going down the stream. And then the other one was because Tatana, the Dusun Tatana, our language is dying. And no one was documenting that. With the modernization, our culture was dying, our customs was dying. So I realized that there's a need for us to document that. So based on these two passions, I started up Tatana Roots. That was, 2009. And right now, we concentrate on two different areas. One is environmental education. The other one is cultural heritage preservation.
So you will be conducting this workshop during the 7th Kuala Lumpur Eco Film Festival together with Yasmin. Yes,
we will. This workshop is actually it's on a DIY organic soap scrub.
Soap scrub.
The whole idea, soap scrub, which for children. Actually, the whole idea is we sell soaps, community handmade soaps, to raise funds for projects. And this idea about the workshop came about because it's quite interesting for children to see how they can make their own soap. And parents can have this simple switch of, instead of using soaps that are dangerous and loaded with chemical, they can switch to environmentally friendly soaps. And they are easily available. So children learn to make soaps. They create designs, different colors. So the fun part of it would create an interest, would spark an interest to want to continue to learn more about the soaps, and parents would be like, okay, let's just go and get some organic soaps.
So your workshop is only focused for children?
Children, but we encourage parents to join as well because they can do this at home easily.
So Yasmin, why have you decided to collaborate with Tatana Roots on this?
Well, apart from Suzanne's amazing personality, I really believe that Tatana Roots is on the right course. I mean, just from the cultural preservation perspective, and I'm glad that she has taken this initiative. And that's just one tribe. You know, I really wish I can see more Malaysians working on the same initiative as Suzanne. And secondly, I have signed my children up with some of her nature activities, and I've seen how she runs her workshops. They come back raving about it because, one, I notice most of our children, especially us in an urban setting, don't really get this kind of exposure. And number two, partially it's also parents' faults because we feel like, you know, why would they we want them to go to the jungle explore. We feel it's not safe.
The fear.
That misconception. And I've been through a few where it rained and it was quite adventurous, and my kids
the last one
But it was amazing because I saw the change in my children as well, from being,
Silly.
from being very, not excited, and when they went through it and seeing their friends, and now I know some of them have come back as volunteers for Suzanne and their kids.
Yes.
So that's really fun, and I think KL Eco Film Fest is not just about educating the adults. The majority of the workshops and activities are targeted at the younger generation. Why? Because they really need to know and have fun in these areas. Number two, if they come with their parents, hopefully the kids would be a good bridge to close this gap between having their parents want to learn about environmental issues.
I think that's a wonderful idea to not only to educate adults, but to reach out to the kids as well. Yes.
Yeah.
And this is not your first time working together, right? Both of you?
No, I can't imagine doing a festival without
Yasmin.
Suzanne and Tatana Roots.
I can see the
Yasmin,
strong relationship.
Yasmin has brought Tatana Roots to another level. We are very, very thankful. I always thank her. I don't think I can thank her enough. It's like, it's amazing.
So, Suzanne, apart from this workshop, I understand you conduct other nature camps as well.
Yes, I conduct the program called Jungle Classroom on a monthly basis. We do it in Frame Kapong. And this is where we take children 2 to 6 years old along with their parents into the forest, the one that Yasmin was talking earlier.
Yeah.
So the whole reason why I started this one was because I realized that not many groups are doing this, one. And number two, we've got parks, but parents are very cautious. Like even in the rain, like, I remember me playing in the rain when we were younger. Like rain did not bother us at all. But now parents are afraid to even let their kids to step in the mud, or don't touch that leaf, or don't go close to the bushes. So children, they develop this fear when they think about nature. They have this fear. It's somehow like they are eco-phobic. So I mean, they are actually our generation which would protect the environment, but the question is, how are they going to do it if they have this fear? They cannot protect something that they don't know and love. Like we know, because we grew up, we know how important the stream is, we know how important to have a clean air, because we're exposed to this. But our children, they are only indoors. Like when you send them to nursery or they have after school programs, it's always indoor and in a very clean environment. So this jungle classroom that I run on a monthly basis allows them to explore on their own. Here, parents will not tell the kids don't run, because parents are also excited. They get to see things. They get to eat blueberry. No, not the blueberries, but berries are blue in color. They learn about the leeches, and then of course parents are squeamish when they see their kids looking and touching the leeches. But these kids are so excited. They are not afraid at all. Yeah. So this. When I started in 2009, I still have kids who used to come when they were 2, and I just met one last week. And he was like, "That's Auntie Suzanne. Remember you told me about the leeches?" Yeah, so
You're Auntie Suzanne.
Even Yasmin's daughters. Oh my God, they're so lovely. They just keep coming to my booth because that's where we will set our booth during the events. And they'll be asking, when are you taking us? I would like to be your ambassador. I would like to teach the kids.
They're looking to be young entrepreneurs like you, Suzanne.
That's so amazing.
Yes, they do. Oh yeah, and even Mia.
Yeah.
Mia offered to sell our soaps, because when she found out that it was to help the community, she offered to sell her soaps in school.
Yeah, she did. She needs to take some stocks from you.
Wow.
It's so sweet. Yes.
I think it's a very important thing that I guess not many of us are aware of, and this is what the Western world call nature deficiency disorder. We're nature deficient in so many ways. That we're so disconnected from nature today.
Yeah. We Malaysians, we look at a bigger issue so much that we fail to look at these tiny things, which we need to pay attention now, because they are somehow going to be our future generation. They're going to be our leaders, and what kind of leader are we creating?
Yeah. It's not only about exposing children to the nature and then bring them closer to nature and also appreciate the nature, but it's also about building up the chemistry between parents and children.
Parents, yes, the bonding. Well, some parents would just want to send their kids for the jungle classroom, but I will always tell them, no, I don't accept just your kids. I need you to be there as well.
Yes.
Because it's important, they take their kids out, even in their backyard. They can just turn over a rock and see what's underneath. So they are teaching their kids.
And also parents learn at the same time.
Yeah. I think hopefully the education continues at home.
For sure.
I mean, you can send your kids out all the time, but they need to be nurtured at home as well. You know, the simple things.
Well, I do see parents enjoying our walks. They are the ones who enjoy them.
So you bring out the children and the kid and the child in them. Sorry. So Suzanne, how do you think Malaysians, it can be the younger generation or the older generation, how is their awareness towards environmental issues in general?
It's there. We see a lot of programs. We see a lot of environmental programs going on, even on TV and on site. The awareness is there, and the great thing is that volunteerism is growing in Malaysia. That's one thing that I get a group of university students coming to me and say, they would like to volunteer, and they are aware of the environmental issues and they also want to do their part. It's beyond bringing your own shopping bag. It's beyond that. It's beyond saying no to plastic. There's a lot more to it, and they realize that. And the need to be out, and the need to even buy houses close to nature, or to want to be out in nature every month, They crave for that. KL people, or even in the town, we all crave to be by the seaside. Why do you think I'm here in Penang? I want to be, we all crave for that, and we see the importance. But what they need to know is that they don't need to start something new. They can join us. So many environmental groups, so many volunteer groups that are doing this kind of work. We can all work together. There is no need to... Some people, they worry, when they come to us, they worry, should I create something new? What should I do? Should I spend a lot of money? Should I do this? I don't have money. I don't have funding. What do I do? So, I always tell them, Tatana Roots, we started without funding at all. But we are where we are today because of groups like EcoKnights.
And passion, too. I can't imagine us being here without passion.
Passion is very, very important, yes. Yes, because there'll be people telling you, that's the Kingfisher. Yeah, there'll be people telling you, why do you need to do this? What's the need? There's so many other people doing it. You might as well do something else. There are a lot of people who would try to bring you down, but your passion keeps you alive, keeps you going.
So, Grace, you were looking at Tatana Roots' Facebook page just now.
Yes, I have.
You see the kids?
I see the kids. I see a lot of soaps, beautiful, colorful soaps, pictures.
The soaps, we will be setting up our online store on Etsy pretty soon. 50% of what we sell, 50% from what we sell will go into our piggy bank. That would continue our projects. We don't only work with the Tatana group in Kuala Penyu, Sabah. We also work with our Orang Asli friends here in Peninsula. We work on setting up a environment center, education center for them. We do have volunteers who want to go into the village to read English for the kids, and just being with the children. And these are all we say that we pay you the experience, which is priceless. And but with the funding is important. So that's what we need. The community products that we have is to raise funds for our projects. And also, especially the pinnacle beads. I don't know if you can see it on our Facebook page. That one, we work directly with our artisan in Sabah. So we keep the order coming. One bead, I think Yasmin would know, one necklace, it takes a month for her to make.
Wow.
Just one.
Yeah. It's a very intricately made beads and very colorful.
Yes.
I think it's one of my favorite indigenous accessories.
And you were saying that you wear them everywhere you go.
Yeah, Actually, I think most of my
No,
accessories
but most of
now
it
are.
you gave it away.
Yeah, well, because people ask me about it, and I know they won't be able to reach you, Suzanne. So I normally just give them what I have, and I know I can always
Yeah.
get back the new stuff from you.
Jasmine is our model and our walking advertisement. She's really, really important. She's precious to Tatana Roots.
Oh, thanks.
Maybe Grace and I can also start being your walking models.
Oh,
You
you
can
should.
join. Every
Yes.
picture you take it during ASEAN, you'll be wearing those
Yes,
necklaces.
yes, of
Beautiful.
course.
Good.
Yes.
Did you bring any of it?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Not
Well,
today.
another time then.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Suzanne, how can people participate in your workshops?
Our workshop, you can sign up
Mm-hmm.
via email. Send us an email to tatanaroots@gmail.com.
Roots with an S, yeah?
Yeah, with an S, yes. tatanaroots@gmail.com. And the fee is RM10. You either send an email, you can register via email, or if you miss the deadline, which is 13th of October, you can drop by on the 18th. Our workshop starts at 10:30 a.m. till 12 p.m.
Drop by
We are
where?
only drop by at Black Bridge Pavilion, Publica.
Publica.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
And only
we-
50 packs for this workshop.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
yes, only 50.
yeah. If you get more than 50, then it'll be awesome. It'll be a party.
Mm.
So party.
So party.
Fine, no worries. We can accommodate, no problem.
Yeah. So I think it's a good deal for only 10 ringgit. And if
Yeah.
you're a
And-
parent,
yeah.
you're going to Publica for your brunch at 10:30 in the morning. So
You
swing
drop
by
the
the Black
kids off.
Bridge. Find Suzanne, and she'll be there with all her materials. And I think it's brilliant. You as a parent, you can either observe or you can find a place to hang out and let us
Yeah.
handle your kids. And we'll have lots of volunteers as well assisting Suzanne. Most of these
Yes.
volunteers would be what Suzanne described as the younger generation. So yeah, it's going to be a fun workshop for the kids.
And the good thing is that even while having fun, you're actually contributing 70% from what you pay. The fee would go into our funding piggy bank.
Yeah. So it's only 10
Yeah.
ringgit. I think it's
Yeah,
very
it's only 10
affordable for the
ringgit.
public to sign up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there any other cause that you are passionate about, Suzanne?
Well, everything related to environment, per se.
Okay.
Also, I look very much into the cultural heritage preservation. That's very, very important. When the language dies, I'm looking closely at language because the Tatana, I understand the language. I speak a little bit. But the sad thing is that most of my cousins and family members in Kuala Penyu, Sabah, that's where Tatana is from, they don't speak the language because, I don't know, they speak Bahasa or English. So when you forget the language, you forget the custom, you forget the tradition, you forget everything. So I am very much looking into this language because we have also built through Shell, funding through Shell, we built our sanctuary, hoping that this will be cultural. Oops, okay. That's my pet dog.
That's okay.
Okay, hoping to the Tatana Sanctuary that we have built in Kuala Penyu, Sabah. We hope that would be the platform for children to come and learn our art form, the dance, music, because we have beautiful music. We play the gong.
The gong. Yeah.
Gong, yes. And then they also have a set that looks like gamelan, but it's not gamelan. It's called kuling tangan.
Oh.
And not many people know how to play.
How about the
I'm pretty-
architecture, Suzanne? You remember you told me
Architecture,
about
yes.
the houses that the
Yes,
Tatana
the
built.
houses. The houses Tatana built, none of them remember how it looks like. So when we suggested that we wanted to build the Tatana Sanctuary based on the original structure and architecture of the Tatana home, only my uncle, he's about 60 over years old, only he remember. Even my grandmother doesn't remember. So based on his memory and what he remembered, he built the Tatana Sanctuary for us. And that has become a place for students to come and study and see how Tatana used to live. So we are somehow lucky. This is one way how we can preserve their knowledge. Even their traditional medicines, they used to be healers, but with modernization and new religion, they are not able to practice that anymore because it's considered a taboo, or it's considered not good. It's considered, the teaching has changed. So we are hoping to document all that and preserve and teach our younger generation
Well, Suzanne, it looks like this is perfect content for a documentary or a short film. I mean, just to
Oh,
tell,
yes.
I think
Yes.
so too.
just to tell
Yes.
people about this tribe that we will eventually lose if we don't do something to preserve them.
Yeah.
And also
well,
there are
there's
so
only
many
very
elements.
less of it.
Mm.
Yes.
And Suzanne, I want to ask you, what do you think is the way forward for maybe in terms of environmental awareness for Malaysians?
Well, I think it's not only the job of NGOs.
Mm-hmm.
It is not only one person job. We also should instill in our education system.
Okay.
It is very, very important, but not just what you teach them in the classroom, closed door. You should take them out. Children or even students, they learn more when they are out. When they spend time with the villagers, they learn the culture. When they spend time in the forest, camping in the forest for a couple of days, they learn about the ecosystem. It is not something that you teach out of textbook. So I feel hands-on exposure and experience is very, very important. I mean, I've always believed if you don't love the environment, you wouldn't bother taking care of it. Why do you want to take care of something you don't love? There's no need. When you don't feel the connection, there's no need for it. So that's what we are facing at the moment. It's like you throw garbage outside. You don't throw garbage in your house. But why do you throw garbage when you're on the road out of your car? Why do you do that? Because they don't care. I care about my house and I care about the cleanliness. So I take care about my house. I only take care of my house. So what happens? So you need to have that connection. I wish, that's one thing. We can all be police. When anyone throws garbage out of the car, we have the license to just arrest them saying, no, you shouldn't be doing this. I think we should have that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I guess it also goes back to if you don't inculcate the love among the younger generation or just people in general, then there is no need or urgency to feel like you need to protect it because, just human emotions. When you love someone, you will always protect that person.
Yes.
Same, I think similar
in
nature.
Of the world. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it goes back to how, like Suzanne said, we think of our house as our house, but the moment we step out, it's like it's not our house anymore. So it's okay to trash it, but we don't have that awareness yet that this is Mother Earth and it's
everyone's
it's everyone's home. Yeah.
But it's not only about the awareness. I think it's also being ignorant. In the place that we are living in. So apart from make people aware what's going on, we have to make people also aware what they're ignoring of. The environment.
That's true.
We are living in this environment, beautiful environment, and we have to make sure that we know that we are ruining them. I mean, we know that we are ruining them. At the same time, people has to, implement all those practical to this one to say that you don't ruin the environment. You are living in this environment, beautiful environment. Don't ruin it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Grace seems so passionate, Yasmin. If you wanna,
I might just steal her from you, Gowri.
Great to join us.
I support and love the idea of coming all this community and having the festival. Yes, I just love the idea of
but
it.
I think like in Penang, Lim Guan Eng has actually been doing a lot in terms of environment because it used to be just one day, no plastic bag day, but I think now it's
everywhere.
every day.
Sunday is car
every
free.
day.
I think Penang is very progressive
Penang-
in how they
KL
address
should.
environmental issues.
Yeah, KL should emulate Penang because even hawkers, they no longer serve food in polystyrene packs. Only paper.
The teachers
And they
KL
have
lights
their
how to do that.
Yeah, they have biodegradable packs that they serve. And a lot of Penangites I noticed, I was just in the mainland a few days ago, you see these professionals walking around with their tiffin box. They take away their food in their
Tiffin.
food containers. Yes. So there is a culture that is going on here, which I hope to see it in KL. I mean, an organization, say for example, or a corporate company that pushes environmentally friendly habits in their employees, or they do CSR programs. But, they actually fail to educate their staff, for example. You still see them bringing in polystyrene packs into the office. You still see them not recycling. So it's a failure. You look at a major part where, you have a CSR project that goes on for a week or for a year. You come out in the paper, you're doing good for the environment. But in your own space, you fail.
Yeah,
You
in your
fail
own
to
company.
reduce you fail to reduce paper consumption. You fail to change their mindset. what are you doing? You just don't look at the bigger picture. That's what is going on right now. They just want to be out. They just want to gain name. It's more of
Greenwashing.
Greenwashing, and they are not true. It's like, okay, we need to have this certain amount of money out for CSR because this is the coverage we will get, and we will get more investors, which is not the right thing to do. You fail.
Yeah.
You fail as a company. So that's what I guess that's what we really need to look at.
Yeah, I think you need to run another workshop, Suzanne, called "Being Green Inside Out" for companies.
Yeah.
Another project.
Right, so before we wrap up the discussion for this morning, I just want to ask you guys to give us a little Merdeka message, since Merdeka it's kind of like the Merdeka month now, with Malaysia Day coming up soon. So Suzanne and Yasmin, what would your message be for our fellow Malaysians?
Yasmin, would you like to go ahead first?
Yeah, a very quick, simple one. I wish more Malaysians would minimize getting all worked up on the petty stuff and work collectively towards a bigger goal for the country, for the nation. If we can just all try to do that collectively, 29 million of us, I think we will move to the next century very well.
And Suzanne?
Well, I'm pretty traditional in a sense where I always look at how my grandparents grew up and how they have many friends from diverse backgrounds, different culture, different races. And I wish that we Malaysians, for the years to come, we would have that intact and not forget the good that we have and we find in each other. And forget about, like what Yasmin said, the petty things. Stop looking at the negativity. Look at the positive side and make this country a better place. Love the country. Yeah. So go back to how our parents used to be, how they used to live, and we should have that in. We are just so busy with so many things right now, so we tend to neglect a lot of things. We have somehow become a community that is very selfish. So we need to break that barrier. That's very important.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, Yasmin, Suzanne, for joining us this morning.
And enjoy your Merdeka weekend there in Penang.
Yes, I will. Thank you.